Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Back at it again. Okay, I am doing it. I'm making it happen. I'm actually getting the unboxing for the month released in the same month. This month, I have my December Privada Cigar Club box. I'm going to do the unboxing with you, and it's going to be uploaded in the month of December. How about those apples? I was just about to sit down and take some notes for a cigar that I received in my November box. And if you haven't seen that, I'm definitely going to link that up so you can check out my November box. But if you haven't heard of them, the Privada Cigar Club is this awesome monthly cigar subscription service. Basically, you pay, I think it's $25 a month plus flat rate shipping. So it comes out to like $31 a month. But they give you 3 hard to find rare cigars, right? Sometimes they're not necessarily rare as they are hard to find. So that doesn't mean they're always going to be super pricey, right? But you go online, you go to privadacigarclub.com, you tell them about your palate, the type of cigars that you like, the type of cigars you don't like, and they send you some cigars that they think that you might like. Got the torch insert. It's kind of intense. Butane insert. Don't think I'm just using a regular Zippo. So what do? Provide a cigar club. You tell them about your palate. Tell them things you do and don't like. And they send you 3 cigars per month. And these cigars are cigars that you might like, you may not like, and then you go back and you buy a box of them. You can buy them from Privada's website. You can go to your local LGA, which is just a cigar shop that Privada Cigar Club promotes so that you can support small businesses near you. So I thought, you know what? Let me just show you the type of quality I'm getting in every box. So far, every time I get a box, the value of the cigars in the box are worth more than the package itself. Right? So what does that mean? I get 3 cigars, and usually they're worth more than the 25 bucks. Can't do an unboxing without a knife. Thought I would just kind of see what we're working with here. Of course, those of you that have been following my channel also know that I ordered the farmed roll on top of my normal subscription for Privada. I'll talk about that here in a second. But Privada Cigar Club, always nicely packaged. Last time I checked, the club was kind of closed, but on Thanksgiving Day, I think Privada opened up some more slots. I know one of my buddies texted me recently and said he was able to finally join Privada. Once again. All right. I can tell by the wrapper on one of these that I think it might be something I'm going to enjoy. I know nothing about it. Well, let's see what we got. So first here, I got the Crux Epicure Lonsdale Privada, aged just under a year. So this cigar has a Connecticut shade perfection type wrapper. The tasting notes on this are barnyard, oats, and floor on the body. The foot has a tea and barley, violet. I never get barley. I never get violet. I do get tea. Only reason I can get tea because I often drink coffee and tea different times of the day, so I know what that flavor tastes like. He also notes in here it has a blast of black pepper. In the retro, sometimes it's hard for me to retro hell. Sometimes I can do it easily. And you get honey, salt, vanilla, and sugar. He suggests pairing this with some light roast coffee with cream and sugar. My light roast coffee will not have cream or sugar. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, got some of that in the house. Some dried berries, honey, wheat bourbon, wheat beer. I got some wheat bourbon and some rye bourbon right behind me, so we can make that happen. And whipped cream. I don't know about just like having whipped cream just Like, I don't know if I could ever just imagine myself just sitting down with a freaking thing of whipped cream and just whipping out a spoon and going at it. But I mean, I guess if that's what you're all about, man, then just do your thing. I'm not judging you. Oh, I forgot to mention. So when they send you the cigars, they also send you information about the cigar, like how long it was aged, where it came from, so forth and so on, the type of wrapper, the filler, the binder, information about the band, if it has a unique band on it or something like that. They also give you tasting notes. So these are tasting notes that Brian may have had, or some other folks that Privada Cigar Club had about the specific cigar, and it kind of helps you maybe get your own tasting notes. I take that and I keep my own notes about cigars that I smoke. So here, I have this whole, like my cigar journal, cigar Bible, and oftentimes I'll actually took one of my kids' glue sticks, but I'll glue stick the band onto the page, and I'll write notes about what I do and don't like about the cigar. That helps me make a decision whether I want to buy a box, because boxes aren't cheap. And if I'm gonna be around here dicking around in my garage, I need to know that a box of cigars that I have and I grab is something I'm gonna enjoy. And he gives you pairing notes. So that's what I'm reading from now, is his tasting notes and his pairing notes. Okay. So the next cigar we have here is called the Smoking Jacket. So the Smoking Jacket comes from the same guy who made Davidoff's. And if you've heard of those, then the same farm and a guy that owns all that stuff is where Smoking Jacket comes from. Tasting notes are milk chocolate and earth on the body. You get smells of grain and chocolate. Cold draws of milk is like a chocolate milk and dried apricots. Ever since I've joined Privada Cigar Club, I've started taking cold draws of my cigars to get tasting notes, and it is noticeable before you actually light up. He also has that it has lingering cayenne pepper on the finish, something I can mess with. Pairing notes is black cherry soda. So I guess that would be like a Coca-Cola cherry or something like that, Pepsi cherry. RC Cola, I haven't seen one of those in like a long time. I wonder why, like, specifically RC Cola. Brian, why is that? Is it because it's unique? Like, why RC Cola? Why can't I do Pepsi Cola? Maker's Mark and Coke. Maker's Mark and Coke. Do I have Maker's? No Maker's Mark. I don't even have Coke. I tend to just have my whiskeys and bourbon just neat, or with like a drop of water. But rye whiskey, let's see, different amber lagers, chocolate covered raisins, licorice tea, cognac, VSOP or XO, chocolate covered cherries. This is a really unique stick. I mean, it's called a Smoking Jacket. I would definitely imagine that you pair this with sophisticated items, and everything I've just read is like a sophisticated type item. It's not necessarily a Saturday morning cigar, as I would call that. This one is called the Cannoli. And the Cannoli, the tasting notes for this, I actually really like the band on this one. It has like a little Italian flag. I wonder. Okay. I thought it was the Italian flag. It's the Dominican Republic. Excuse me. My bad. Has a little Dominican Republic flag on the back. So I'm assuming that's where the filler or the wrapper comes from. Tasting notes is leather and chocolate on the body. It has a faint fruit note. The foot has a chocolate syrup, chocolate and leather on the cold draw. Now, leather's a weird thing. Like, whenever he puts like tasting notes for leather, because I never understood what that was. And I started watching some of Brian's videos from Privada Cigar Club, and he really gives a good description of leather. And I really understand it. I'm starting to get leather from cigars, but I have to sit down and focus. If I'm walking around my shop, doing a project, smoking a cigar, I don't get that tasting note because I'm not paying attention. They suggest that you pair this with holiday fruitcake. I don't like fruitcake. It doesn't matter if it's Christmas or Thanksgiving or whatever. I just haven't been able to get down with fruitcake. Maybe I don't know. French toast. I like French toast. Maple syrup, chocolate, and fruits. a stout beer, high proof whiskey. Boy, I got some high proof whiskey. Some Jack Daniel's neat, after chocolate, anything, a cannoli, medium to dark roast coffee, anything Christmas like or flavored. Really cool. All right, so the smoking jacket here is valued about $8. This Crux cigar is valued at about $13. And then you come back, you finish that off. All right, and then you kind of go with this Cannoli cigar. It's valued at about $11. So that makes you about $30 just for the cigars, right? It's a pretty good value. And that's at the sale prices. So I just found some random sale prices for those. But you got to remember, like, these items aren't necessarily just to get the value for the price. It's also to get you cigars that you may have never heard of before. So for an additional $20, you pay an extra $20, and Privada Cigar Club will send you 4 unbanded cigars. The reason that these are unbanded is because where the farms where these actually come from, the farm owners and growers, they don't want to diminish the value of the cigars that they sell from that farm. So, you know, if you have a Davidoff or if you have some other type of fancy cigar that's $30 a stick, but those cigars are about to age, it may not be useful anymore, you may not be able to sell it, then you're able to sell it to wholesale suppliers like Brian over at Privada. You can pay an extra and get a really good cigar that's unbanded. Still gives you tasting notes. It gives you a time of the day that he thinks you should smoke it. But I can get a really good cigar for, you know, basically I'm paying $5 a cigar for extra. It's always a great value. I would definitely recommend you do that as well. He gives you room on the back to add your own, like, tasting notes. I tend to take mine over here in this journal. But, hey, listen. Go to PrivadaCigarClub.com. It's a pretty good cigar itself. So one of my tests when I smoke a cigar is a 5-minute test. Can I go 5 minutes and the cigar stay lit? Because oftentimes I'm out here working and I don't want a cigar to go out. So this cigar just went 5 minutes. I think I've been running my mouth for 5 minutes since I took the last puff. Anyways, go to Privada Cigar Club, join him. He's going to definitely help you mold your palate, get a lot of the flavors you never heard of before. If you've never been to this channel before, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell, let you know when I'm posting new items. In the meantime, I'm going to talk to y'all soon. I'll catch y'all later.